with Mr. Sachin Purohit, Vice President of Kotak Mahindra Bank. Mr. Sachin Purohit has more than 15 years of experience in finance and banking. He has been associated with reputed organizations like ICICI Bank, EDS and SBI. He is a management graduate from Pune University. He has been handling some of the large corporations in Pune region and government entities across Maharashtra for their corporate banking product requirements. He has carried out financial appraisals, gained experience in compliance and monitoring. He has also proven a track record of surpassing the targets. He is also certified by Indian Institute of Bankers. He has achieved financial targets of revenue by lending, targeting flows, cross-selling various products and recovering in difficult cases, thereby improving profitability. Strong work ethics and have developed a motivated team to achieve business goals. Currently building portfolio of raising liability book for the bank. The topic that he will be enlightening us on is career prospects in banking industry. I like to share a small fact about banking industry. Banking is said to be the safest job. And why is that so? That is because only 1 in 100 chances of having a non-fatal injury. There are very limited chances of having an injury in the banking industry or in the banking sector. Because of which there is a very less illness and the death percentage is 0.6% out of 10,000 workers. Finance people miss the fewest work days due to illness compared to any other job category. Only 2 of the full-time workers in every 1,000 are sick on any given day. Now, for more banking prospects and banking insights, I would like to call upon Mr. Sachin Purohit, Vice President of Kotak Mahindra Bank, on dais.
Hi, good afternoon, friends. Distinguished guests and my dear friends. This insight of banking, I was also not knowing that there are so less deaths. So, I don't know, it's a fantastic field. Anyway, let me not waste much of your time. We'll straight away move to one fantastic field which I would like to show. It is basically about the motivation we'll start with, because after having sumptuous food, for me, keeping you guys awake for 1 hour is going to be a difficult task. So let me start with the film. was it? Charter?
Yes, sir.
So for next 2 years or whoever have completed 1 year, you guys are doing this, going to play this game. My game, NBA. Next 2 years you are going to do it. Are these guys any different than what we human beings are? I don't think so. Right? So what I would request each one of you is list down all your favorite conditions and unfavorable conditions which will help you win this game, NBA game which you are going to do. Do it over next couple of days, but do it religiously. It is going to help you. Coming back to banking, what it is for MBA? How many streams are there in MBA? We have
3.
3, 4. Let me tell you, each one of this area has got a fantastic future in banking. I'll tell you how. Because as a professional, you will be basically competing with chartered accountants, cost accountants, CPAs, CFAs. But let me tell you, these are all specialists in their field. Wherein getting an admission is an easier task, but getting out is a difficult task. Whereas in MBA, getting in is a tougher, but passing out is easier. At least I have not come across a single student who has failed in MBA. So my compliments to each one of you for being here. Although some of you are going to be super specialists, many of you have chance to become a generalist in banking. Because most of the banking is based on common business sense. They say common sense is uncommon among common people. But we in banking require generalists, sales people, product people, advertising and PR guys, financial analysts, industry research people, operations people, IT, HR team members, economists, equity research professionals, forex experts, treasury dealers, law professionals, engineers, valuers, architects and medical professionals too. I don't think we have excluded anyone here. Right? So you all have got fantastic future here. Let me talk about what is it there in banking, in how it is operated in India. In India, the Reserve Bank of India is the regulator of our banks. It is basically a banker to government and debt manager of our country. It is the only authority of government which can print notes. It controls issuance of banking license. Even branches, if any bank wants to set up its branch, they have to approach RBI for setting up a branch. It also issues guidelines for products which can be sold through its branches. It's a foreign exchange regulator, and RBI's decisions affect the rate of interest in the economy, the flow of credit which is coming into economy, liquidity of money, forex rates, stock markets, the rate of inflation, entire economy is basically controlled by RBI. So this is about regulator. There are different types of banks which are operating in India. There are public sector banks which are dominating the space and the private sector banks. Private sector banks also include some of the foreign banks, who are foreign entities. And there are, apart from that, there are a huge number of cooperative banks and regional rural banks which are basically under RBI. The Indian banking system, total deposits are more than 50,000 billion, whereas the assets of banks put together is roughly around 35,000 billion, and investments are to the tune of 15,000 billion. It's a huge market. So apart from that, in banking industry, there are para-banking activities which are done like mutual funds, private equity, merchant bankers, who are all under Securities and Exchange Board of India. Insurance companies are also under Insurance Regulatory Development Act Authority. Now, as funding is becoming global, the banking is becoming complex and the regulations are becoming stricter. What is banking? What are the main functions of any bank? There are basically two functions which bank does. One, acceptance of deposits and giving loan to customers. Apart from that, there are other secondary functions like drawing or accepting checks, negotiable instruments, promissory notes, or other negotiable instruments, and granting of letter of credits, billings in bullion, foreign exchange, securities, then safe custody of securities, providing safe deposit of lockers, safe deposit vaults, collecting and transmitting monies and securities. It is also agency business which is being done for government, issuance of guarantees, and administrator and executor of trusts. These are all main functions which a bank does. Now, while doing banking, there are some of the important acts which we have to stay within. There is Bankers' Books of Evidence of Act, the Banking Regulation Act, which is supreme, Companies Act, where we are dealing with large companies, then Partnerships, Indian Partnership Act, Negotiable Instruments Act, Reserve Bank of India Act, Indian Contract Act,